Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, especially in the NFC East, you know that the Philadelphia Eagles are not resting on their laurels. The offseason has been buzzing with speculation, strategic moves, and a clear focus on maintaining their status as serious contenders for the upcoming Super Bowl. This team, after all, finished the 2023 season with one of the best records in the league, and the optimism around the Novacare complex is palpable. But as any seasoned Eagles fan knows, building a champion isn't just about having talent. It's about making the right moves at the right time, filling the gaps, and evolving the roster to stay ahead of the competition. Looking at the roster, it's clear that the Eagles are stacked on both sides of the ball. The offense, in particular, is a highlight. Jalen Hurts, the dynamic quarterback, has been nothing short of spectacular. His dual-threat ability, combined with a solid offensive line and a receiving core that's been growing and improving, makes the Eagles' attack one of the most feared in the league. You've got A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert, all players who can make game-changing plays at any given moment. And behind them, there's a promising group of young talent eager to step up. On defense, the Eagles have invested heavily in the front seven, acquiring or developing players who can pressure the quarterback and shut down the run. The secondary has also seen some reinforcements, aiming to improve coverage and create turnovers. But of course, in the NFL, no roster is ever perfect. There are always areas where teams look to upgrade, to add that extra layer of experience, versatility, or depth. And the Eagles are no different. Some media analysts have suggested that perhaps bringing in a veteran edge rusher or safety could give the defense that extra punch needed to elevate them to Super Bowl champions. After all, the NFC is tough. Teams like the San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, and even the Detroit Lions have been making moves to strengthen their squads. The Eagles, with their current roster, are undoubtedly in the conversation. But smart additions could be the difference between a deep playoff run and a championship. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about the offense. Despite the fact that 10 of their 11 starters from 2024 are returning, there's always room for improvement. The question is, where? ESPN's NFL analyst Aaron Schatz recently weighed in with some interesting suggestions. According to him, the Eagles could benefit from adding one more piece to their wide receiver core, especially someone who can provide depth and versatility in the slot position. And here's where it gets interesting. Schatz mentioned the possibility of acquiring veteran free agent wide receiver Tyler Boyd. But why Boyd? Well, Schatz pointed out that the Eagles need a slot receiver who can open up underneath, convert those crucial third downs, and add a different dimension to their passing game. Boyd, who spent most of his career with the Cincinnati Bengals and had a brief stint with Tennessee, might not have the eye-popping stats from last year, just 39 catches for 390 yards, but he's a proven veteran. He's been a reliable part of the Bengals' offense from 2016 all the way through 2023, and he's shown the ability to produce when called upon. The thing about Boyd is that he's not just a slot receiver. He has the size, route-running ability, and experience to be a reliable target on the outside when needed. And in a team like the Eagles, where versatility and depth are key, having a player like Boyd could be a real asset. You see, the Eagles already have Jahan Dotson, a promising young receiver in his second year, who showed flashes last season. But Dotson's production was somewhat underwhelming, just 19 catches for 216 yards in the regular season, although he did manage to grab a touchdown in the playoffs. The team declined his fifth-year option, which was a bit of a red flag, signaling that they might be cautious about putting too much stock in him just yet. Still, there's hope that Dotson will develop into the consistent contributor they envisioned when they drafted him. But adding Boyd, a veteran with a track record of making plays, especially in the slot, could provide a safety net and give Jalen Hurts more options in critical moments. Now, it's important to understand the broader context here. The Eagles have been aggressively trying to get younger while maintaining a winning mindset. Trading for Dotson last year was seen as a move to add youth and speed to the receiver group, but his 2024 season didn't quite meet expectations. Still, the Eagles are smart. They know that developing young players takes time, and they're not rushing to judge Dotson just yet. That said, Boyd's experience and proven production make him a safer pick in the short term. Think about it: two different styles, different strengths. Dotson is smaller, quicker, and fits perfectly into the slot, working underneath and creating separation with his speed. Boyd, on the other hand, is more of a lengthier receiver, capable of working on the outside, making contested catches, and providing a reliable target for Hurts in tight spots. Another aspect worth mentioning is the strategic move the Eagles made by declining Dotson's fifth-year option. That's a clear signal that the team is evaluating their options carefully. They want to see if Dotson can elevate his game, become that consistent number 3 receiver they need him to be. But in the meantime, Boyd could step in and fill that role seamlessly, giving Hurts a veteran presence who's been through the battles and knows how to find space in tight coverage. The potential addition of Boyd isn't just about filling a roster spot, it's about adding a player who can help the Eagles push further in the playoffs and ultimately chase that Super Bowl title again. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The Philadelphia Eagles have built a roster that's brimming with talent. They're young yet experienced, talented yet hungry. The coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, has shown a strategic mindset, constantly looking for ways to improve, adapt, and stay ahead of the curve. They've invested in their offensive line, brought in dynamic playmakers, and fostered a culture of resilience and innovation. The team's recent playoff runs have been a testament to their talent and coaching, but the NFL is a league where small adjustments can make all the difference. That's why some of the latest rumors and suggestions about adding players like Boyd aren't just speculation. They're strategic moves aimed at elevating the team to the next level. But let's not forget the historical context here. The Eagles, since their Super Bowl LII victory, have been consistently competitive. They've built a culture of winning, have a passionate fan base, and a front office that's not afraid to make bold decisions. Their recent drafts have shown a focus on both talent and character, emphasizing players who can contribute immediately and fit into the team's identity. The coaching staff's emphasis on a versatile, adaptable game plan has been evident in their play calling and in-game adjustments. And speaking of the team's identity, the Eagles are known for their resilient, gritty style of play. Their defense, with its aggressive front and opportunistic secondary, is designed to create turnovers and set up short fields. Offensively, they rely on a balanced attack, Hurts's running ability paired with a potent passing game. With the addition of a veteran receiver like Boyd or the development of young talent like Dotson, the offense could become even more unpredictable and dangerous. Now, let's talk a little about the NFC East. This division has been a roller coaster in recent years, with the Cowboys, Commanders, and Giants all making moves to improve. The Cowboys, with their aggressive defense and a solid offense led by Dak Prescott, are always in the mix. The Commanders, under new leadership, are looking to establish themselves as contenders, and the Giants, with a young and improving roster, are on the rise. But the Eagles, with their Super Bowl-winning core and a roster that's still in its prime, are seen by many as the team to beat. The NFC East is fiercely competitive, and every inch of improvement counts. Whether it's adding a veteran receiver, strengthening the pass rush, or shoring up the secondary, the Eagles know that every move counts in the quest for another title. And that brings us to the upcoming season. Expectations are sky-high. Fans are dreaming of another deep playoff run, perhaps even reclaiming the crown they lost in Super Bowl LVII. The team is motivated, the coaching staff is strategic, and the front office is working behind the scenes to ensure they're as prepared as possible. The NFL offseason is a time of anticipation, and every rumor, every signing adds fuel to the fire. The Eagles are looking to perfect their roster, fine-tune their strategies, and stay ahead of their rivals. So, as we await training camp and the start of the season, it's clear that the Philadelphia Eagles are still in the hunt for greatness. They have a talented core, a smart coaching staff, and plenty of room for strategic additions. Whether it's a veteran receiver like Boyd or developing their young stars, what's certain is that the Eagles remain one of the most exciting and dangerous teams in the league. They're not just hoping for another Super Bowl, they're planning, building, and fighting to make it happen again. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on these potential roster moves? Do you think adding a veteran like Boyd is the right move to push the team over the edge? Or do you believe the Eagles should stick with their young core and focus on development for the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles. Remember, we're all in this together, riding this wave of excitement for the upcoming season. I'll be back very soon with more updates, insights, and analysis on everything Eagles related, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. The journey toward another Super Bowl is just getting started, and with each move, each game, the story continues to unfold. Thanks for being here, Eagles fans, and as always, fly, Eagles, fly.